Good morning. We're back on trail here. We're at the Pine Trailhead where I got picked up and I just got dropped off. Great place, great stay at the Beeline guest house. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we got 20 miles today. This is a 77-mile trip to Mormon Lake is where we're heading for our next break. So we got 20-mile days pretty much every day. This will be a good test for me. The nice thing is only the first 2 days are climbing. The rest of it's like they say, everything's fine after Pine. So we'll find out if that really is true. We're gonna climb the rim, the Mogollon, the next 2 days. So we'll be up at 7,000 feet. It's supposed to rain later today. So I got my rain gear at the top of my pack so I can get to it quick. And I'm actually wearing a mid layer today because it's chilly. It's like 40 degrees. What do we got here? That number to Utah is getting a little bit lower, little by little. I don't know what this sign says. Oh no, never mind. Something about picking up with your dogs, picking up after your dogs. So we'll see you down the road here. It's 6 o'clock, so that was really nice of the folks to drop me off that early. Because 20-mile days, you really want to get started like early. It'll be tough because it'll be cold to get up early in the morning, but today was easy because I was in a warm hotel room. Or actually, really, I wouldn't even call it a hotel. You saw it, it's just a beautiful place. Yeah, it's just 4 rooms they have there. But the lady that was running it was saying something about maybe doing a bunkhouse here. Somehow they bought a place right over there. So that'd be cool for the hikers someday. We'll see you down the road. Good morning, guys. You guys are up early. I don't have anybody else to talk to, so that's why I talk to you guys. Hey, you go back to eating. Have a good day, guys. So we have like an 800-foot climb, and I think the total climb today is 2,000 feet. Anytime you could stay under like 3 to 4, that's what it gets to be a long day for 20 miles. But we're not going to have any of that, at least right now. At least, I don't think we're going to have that the rest of the trail any more than a 2,500 foot climb, which is, I'm okay with that. That's probably what they mean by everything's fine after Pine. But these first 2 days, we have 2,000 foot climbs, and that's like the whole day, so that's nothing. And then pretty flattish the second 2 days into Mormon Lake, and then Mormon Lake to Flag, nothing. And then when you get outside of Flagstaff, you have to climb up to like Snowbowl, so you climb like 1,000 up to 8,000 feet or something. So we're done with the 3, 4, 5,000 foot climb days. I'm cool with that. I do have a new pair of trail runners coming to Mormon Lake in my package, my resupply package. The treads on these are getting, because I use these most of the trip. I had boots for the mountains down in Tucson and down in near Mexico, but since we haven't had any snow up here, because if you remember my pre-trip video, I was saying at Pine I was going to go back to boots, but they just didn't get enough snow up here to warrant going to boots. I like boots when it's raining and snowing and all that stuff. No need if it's dry, because these are a lot lighter, these trail runners. I mean, until you get mud on them, and then they get heavy, like the other day. But I had to get rid of that mid layer already, a mile into the hike. I was sweating. It's funny, you get out of the car and you get dropped off. It's freezing. Once you start hiking, I knew I shouldn't have put it on. It's a pain because you got to take your pack off, and I'm just tying it around my waist so I didn't have to open up my pack. But it is going to rain, I can see. So I'll switch the mid layer into the pack and get the rain gear that's right on top as soon as it starts. It said 11 o'clock, I think it's supposed to start, but I don't know. It might be sooner than that. They're actually going to get snow in the higher elevations at 7,000. So we're going to be hovering around there. Not quite 7 yet today, but another quick update on my rib injury. Yesterday was probably the most painful, and it was good because I wasn't hiking. I broke down and finally took an Advil yesterday. I'm not big on taking stuff, but it was hurting. Today doesn't seem super bad. I did take another one this morning with breakfast. We'll see. They only last like 4 hours, I guess. But so far, I've been all right. I think it's getting better. Today seems a little better. The worst is at night, trying to get up or roll over. Oh my God. You see 89 or 87 down there. This is they had a fire here not long ago, last year, I think. You can see, look at all the trees. And there's camping restrictions for the first night that I oh, there's a Verde River down there. I think, or maybe no, that's a trail. Anyway, yeah, this is a fire they had. So the camping restrictions, I guess no fires, obviously, and pretty amazing. This whole side of the hill got it. You could see how it missed some sections down there. But look at this, there's no camping right here, so somebody just left their coffee pot there hanging. Pretty funny. So far, this trail has been like awesome. There was a sign at the beginning of the Pine Trail that we got started at. They were doing some restoration. And you could tell, I mean, all the big rocks are gone. I don't want to jinx myself, but we've probably gone maybe 2 to 3 miles, and it's been all this. You can walk so much faster, and I know I keep stressing that. I keep talking about it, and everybody's probably getting tired of hearing it, but you, as a hiker, you don't know what that means to have a trail like this. We're walking on dirt more than just rocks. I mean, look at this, even coming down here. Look at that, they're clear, look at that. Somebody's out here with shovels and everything else, clearing all these rocks. All these rocks are probably on the trail. You can see them off now, thrown off the side. It makes it so much, you can go twice as fast when there's no big rocks. Because the big rocks, you just step it over them. You can't really even use your trekking poles. So thankful for the folks that have been working on this. So there will be no baseball at the end of this video today because Pine is such a small town. They don't have a high school. The kids that live in Pine go to Payson, which is the team that we saw the other night. But as fortune would have it, Flagstaff has a game the night that I'm going to be there, which is very cool. Check this out, a little bit of water. I don't need any, but it's flowing through the mud. That's probably from the rain the other day. So Flagstaff has a game. It's a rival game too, because it's Coconino, which is also a Flagstaff school. In fact, the game is actually at Coconino, but it's only 2 miles from the hotel. I'll just walk. And the only other possibility, a slight chance, is Page, which is at the end of the hike, the end of the trail. Page, Arizona, is right at the Utah border, and it'll be a little late, May 6th or something, May 5th or 6th. So they have to make the playoffs, but they are like 8-0 right now or something in their division. So if they make the playoffs and happen to host a game, there's a slight chance that I'd be able to, that would be very cool, see a playoff game, but I doubt that one. I'll watch where I'm going here. Okay, Arizona Trail straight. So we'll see. That would be like super lucky they did that. But we are going to get Flagstaff. Good team, another good team, playoffs every year. Matter of fact, they made it all the way last year or the year before, made it to the semis, I think. Sal Point, which is a Tucson school, they won the whole thing that year. I think it was, I want to say it was last year or 25 or 24. I don't remember, but yeah, they made it. I know it was not the year that Sal Point won it, because they knocked Sal Point out down at Sal Point in Tucson. They beat them 3-1 or something. I was at that game. So yeah, the Flagstaff made it to the finals, I think, that year. So 2025 that would be, or 2024, because 25 Sal Point won it last year. The 4A baseball. Definitely cruisy here. Oh my gosh. I'll be done. I'm gonna be done by 2 o'clock today, 20 miles, 2 or 3 at the latest. We only have a 1,000-foot climb to camp. That's at the end, but this is all nothing. Two and a half mile per hour average is very doable when it's like this, obviously. No rocks. I'm not even using my trekking poles. Just carrying them. All right, we just had another fall here. Not trying to scare anybody, but this muddy mess here, I was going to go up and around. There's barbed wire up there though, and I don't know, I decided to try to tightrope this thing, walk with this stupid tree that's down, but it was slippery. I got about halfway and it slipped and put one foot into the crap and then fell onto the ground right here. At least I didn't fall into this mess. My rib doesn't need any more falls. We got another crossing over here now. Look at this. Oh my gosh. It's just the problem is this stuff's slippery, you know, but we'll try to get this across this one. I don't know how. That's a pretty, well, we'll see. You guys might as well see this little test here. I almost made it across that other one and it just slipped. The last foot slipped right into the mud, and then you have no traction and I fell forward. I think my rib's all right. I didn't really, thank God I didn't land on anything. But it's not good for it though, obviously, to jar it like that. We were moving so good too. Just a little drainage issue right there. I think the fires have got a lot to do with, that's what they were talking about with the restrictions on camping. You gotta be careful where you camp, because with these fires, the mud and stuff just comes all over the place. There's no rhyme or reason. So I'll have to be careful to pick a really good spot tonight for camping, because it is going to rain. I don't want to be getting mud into the tent, and you know, if you got to watch what you're doing when they don't even want you really camping there, but I'm camping near water, and hopefully I'll pick a good spot that won't get trampled on. It looked good. Look at the Mogollon, where the rim is, the locals say. We'll be up there. I think tomorrow we get all the way up there. I think we go halfway up today. But you can see when the rim goes all the way over to Show Low Pine Top, that's all part of the rim. We're on the eastern part of it, or the western part of it, on this section of the trail. And then most of the Mogollon is over in Show Low and Pine Top, or yeah, Show Low Pine Top, which is say 40 miles or so over that way. We're just on the edge of the Mogollon over here, but we do get to say that we climbed it, because we'll be there tomorrow all the way up. It's like 2,000 feet. It's not that much. Here's a section that looks like it washed out. Look how nice of a job they did with the rocks and everything. You can tell that's all been man-made, built. Very nice. This fire really did a lot of, it does a lot. Check this out. Weber Creek. Very cool. So we made it across without killing ourselves there. Geronimo Trail. We will sign in here. Tim V. I saw him yesterday in Pine, or the other day. He's a day ahead of me because he didn't stop in Pine. There's like 3 Tims out here. So we're starting a 1,000-foot climb. It's 5 miles though. So it could be another one of them ones that kind of wears you out, but slow kill, slow paint. But major ponderosa pine territory. Right, and speaking of bright, it's 11 o'clock and the rain has not started yet. I'm hoping to get the camp, set up my tent, put my rain fly on, and maybe get to have it can't be a camp before the rain starts, because it's supposed to for sure be raining tonight. So I'd like to have everything set up at a decent. I think we're only 7. We're coming up on Bear Spring, so we only got 7.5 after that. So okay, so we passed Bear Spring. It's a half a mile back. I never saw a sign or anything, so we're taking a break here. It's just I gotta get the pack off at least halfway through. We're a little past halfway to camp, but you got to take that pack off once at least. I'm not much for breaks, as I said before, and I want to try to make it in before the rain. But I think we're gonna be cool for a while. But got to get that pack off. It just tears into your shoulders, and I still don't have it perfectly adjusted. You know, we got a full 4 days of food again, so it's heavier. But anyway, it's just 10 minutes or 15 minutes just to get that pack off your back. I know hikers know this, but the non-hikers, these little diamonds on the thing here, on the trees, mark the trail if it was snow on the trail and you weren't sure where it was. So every 30 feet or 40 feet or so, there'll be one of these. So I just point that out just for kicks. That's a cool little homemade sign, kind of. But you can see Mexico. 482 behind us. Utah's only 343. That's pretty cool. I still don't need water, so I'm just gonna get water right before camp. I haven't even drank a half a liter yet. I drank a half a liter of the hydration stuff, but it's like 55 degrees, so I know you should still drink water and stuff, but when it's not needed, like you don't feel like you're not even thirsty. But so I'm not gonna need water till camp. I could even go without water. I could even dry camp. What are you guys doing? You ready for the rain? You guys? Is that barrel on your head by accident, I hope? Now you can't see it because you're behind a tree there. I didn't know they did that to cows. I know they do it with dogs so they don't bite themselves, but I hope you didn't get that thing stuck on your head by accident. You're sticking your head in to get a drink and it's stuck. I hope you're all right. I hope that's okay. Seems a little bit odd. Didn't know cows did the don't bite yourself type thing. I don't think so. That's weird. My poor guy. I'd pull it off if I knew it was not supposed to be on there. Hopefully your cowboy will come rescue you. Hard to pass that up. I'm 0.8 from camp. I'm gonna need a little bit of water for camp, but I think this is gonna follow us down. Look at that, that's awesome. I think we're camping 0.8 up here, so I think we'll be all right. There was supposed to be water like 0.1 or so. I wanna get to camp, drop my pack and come back. Always nice to know I will be camping just up the road here a little bit from this, so I'm gonna go get set up, get my tent set up first, come back and get some water. This is awesome. They were saying pools, look at that pool up there, but this is actually flowing well, so just got to go find a campsite and be coming back here shortly. Just about 0.1 up here. I see. So I never found a spot up further up, so I came back to the water. And this spot here looks kind of cool. Trail's right there. This looks fairly flat, I can't tell. Yeah, that's better than it was the other night. So we're gonna go there. I get a little worried when I see these trees rocking from the wind like that. I don't know if you can see those things. So we are set up for the rain tonight. If it does rain, we'll be ready. Got the rain flying and all that. The vestibule has all my stuff that can't get wet. Normally that would all be out hanging to dry and stuff, but got to keep it underneath. The zipper broke on my fly, so I got to put some safety pins on that because the rain will come under that. The zipper it's kind of a cheap zipper. An emo tent, it was a great tent, but that zipper just never worked. It always caught everything in the fabric. But anyway, I'm just eating my turkey sandwich I packed out for now. I'll have my pizza later. And not sure if we'll be back or not. It was a long day, 20 miles. Probably the easiest 20 miles though of the whole trail, only because it was 55 degrees versus 105 degrees. Because that terrain from Oracle to Superior is similar from what we did today. Today was so much easier because it was only, much cooler. And tomorrow's climb's like the last climb we're going to really even have, all the way to the Grand Canyon when we go down it and come back up. It's kind of weird. It's really going to be flat most of the way after this last climb up to Mogollon. So I'm not sure if we'll check back tonight or not, but you guys have a good night, and we'll see you in the morning. Getting done at 3 o'clock was nice. So I'm eating my lunch now, and I'll have dinner in a little bit. It's getting chilly. Anybody that knows me knows, I don't know how this is going to work, but anybody that knows me knows I don't like the cold weather. So as you can see, I got everything. I got beanie hat, I got puffy coat, I got my gloves for tonight. I'll be sleeping in all that. My 20-degree quilt. I should be all right. I think it's going down to like 30 something, 32, 33. Tomorrow night it's going to be really cold. But I think all the moisture will be out of here by like noon tomorrow. But I'm going to have my rain gear ready to go to wear tomorrow morning if I need it. Never needed it today. So we'll talk to you in the morning.